plays that are part of the Great Women at Play subscription series, I think, really represent not just a lot of great female artists working in the theater, but a real variety and a real representation of the range of work that the Goodman does and the range of artists that we work with.
I brought the play to the Goodman hoping that they would respond to it, and I always hope that I can work with Bob, and in this case he did respond to the play and he wanted to direct it, and I'm really delighted. It'll be our 4th time working together, I think, and we've just gotten into a really great rhythm now where I think we kind of read each other's minds, and when you find that relationship you really want to hold on to it because it's really precious, and I've just been really, really fortunate that the Goodman responds to my work and that they've always given me amazingly great, beautiful productions.
We're really excited to be able to bring this play, Venus in Fur, which was a big hit in New York and on Broadway, and it's going to be directed by a young Chicago director, Joni Schultz.
I was really surprised the first time I read this play, and I could not put it down. It was just so exciting and suspenseful. There's so much mystery in it and intrigue, but also there's no scene breaks to then put it down. It lives in this really taut, exciting world.
The next play, White Snake, which is adapted and directed by Mary Zimmerman, this is a really inventive, beautiful adaptation of a classic Chinese myth. I think it will excite fans of Mary Zimmerman's work in that it's going back to some of her early adaptations of classic myths. It's really finding a theatrical language for a beautiful, compelling, and very moving story.
Well, it kind of chose me, actually. Liza Lerner, who is the daughter of Alan Lerner, the original librettist, approached me about directing the piece. My whole goal is for people to see it, who love it, and say, oh, I knew I loved Brigadoon. And for people who've never seen Brigadoon before, it would be great if they walked away going, that's such a smart and romantic, beautiful story.
This play basically deals with gentrification and asks some really interesting questions about difference and whether or not, even amongst the most well-intentioned people, if race is something that can be overcome.
But then all these questions of belonging and privilege and race and money, class and opportunity, safety and danger, all weave together as these 3 people try to live in this apartment surrounded by this neighborhood.
One of the things that we really try to do in selecting the plays is to represent a real diversity of voices, of aesthetic style, and just people who come from different places, and one of those communities obviously are women. This is just a celebration of all of the remarkable work being done by women and all the remarkable theater artists who are women, just happen to be women. You know, I think it's a natural outgrowth of our focus and the work that we do.